And the air was just right for Skyrim. So we have a cup of coffee. Doggos have been walked. Dog beds have been washed. Did a little running around errands this morning. Got some food. And it's wet and dreary out, so we're going to play. And we have 1,351 mods. 1,118 plugins is what we're running. And this is the new Wabbajack I built up. If you'll notice, well, it should be here. We should have resources BSA and resources ESL. Although I don't see them here. Okay, so yeah, it's unmanaged. The resource pack is unmanaged, but I did build it up with, so basically you can download the latest version 1.6.1130 and then use the downgrade patcher to patch it to 1.5.97 and then throw in the EMB, throw in Reshade, a couple other things like engine fixers and stuff like that. It's all in the instructions and should be good to go. Get to the point. All right, all right. Well, the point is we're starting up the game we're going to play. That's the point. And we're playing the Wabbajack. And there's a link to it in the description for anybody who wants to give it a try and be a beta tester because it's still kind of in beta. But I'd like to see, we have one successful installation of it so far, Ireshot. So I would like to see more successful installations, but beware that it is super duper heavy on the hardware. So it would be great to have a 6800 XTX or if you're running AMD or 3090 or 4090, something with 24 gigs worth of VRAM. So something with 16 to 24 gigs of VRAM, you're going to be okay. Anything short of that, like Ireshot's running on a 3060 with 12 gigs and getting some stutter. So there's going to be some tweaking to do with the settings because currently all the settings in EMB are set to very high and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Haven Birch? There is a link up there if you want to give it another shot. And I revised the installation instructions also. It's 19.8 gigabytes, so it's just under what I can store. Yeah, it is a super heavy mod list, so it depends on what graphics card you're running. I recommend at least 16 gigs worth of VRAM. Or you're going to have to do some tweaking with settings in Beth INI and also in the EMB to make it playable on something that has less VRAM. It's difficult for me to set up kind of a performance profile because I don't have anything else to play it on, right? I can only play it on my system. So anybody who's willing to beta test it on a system with, a lower tier graphics card would be appreciated, especially the feedback. You're gonna give it a try? All right. Well, what are you running on there, Haven Birch? What's your graphics card? How much system RAM do you have? And are you running off an M.2 or a SATA hard drive? The processor is kind of secondary. I'm not really worried about that. But a lot of the bottleneck is going to be at DX11, right? It's going to be the draw call limit because there are a lot of trees and debris and stuff like that in the forest. But I did keep the textures to 2K. Can you imagine how much VRAM would be pulling if I went 4K textures? That would be insane. They'd be like, okay, you need a 1590 because we need the 32 gigs worth of VRAM. That's crazy. But a lot of the games coming out now, I mean, 8 gigabytes worth of VRAM is, in my opinion, not really enough to run them at very high settings. I mean, you can get away with running them at high or medium settings, but you want to run anything at very high or ultra settings, any new games coming out, you're going to need at least 10 gigs worth of VRAM to stage all that information. So, you got a 3090 Ti? Okay, 30 gigabyte of RAM and M.2 as well. Okay, cool. Well, you got the hardware for it, Haven. So run it. It should run better than mine. And I'm holding pretty much 40 to 75 frames per second outdoors. The really heavy areas, I might drop down to 38 or 36, looking in a certain direction at a certain spot. There may be 2 or 3 spots that are really bad. One of them is looking into Falkreath. If I'm standing outside of Falkreath and I can see, the moon path to elsewhere carriage, and I can see in through the gate of Falkreath and everything that's in there, it'll drop down to like 36 right there. But the other one is standing on the bridge in Riverwood and looking down the waterway into Riverwood. That's pretty heavy. That'll drop down to about 40 frames a second for me also. So there's a couple of pretty heavy spots. But for the most part, it's, at least 40 to 75 frames a second everywhere, which to me is playable. But yeah, it requires some hardware, and it requires shutting down system services that you're not using in Windows. Definitely recommend PureDark's upscaler, because I'm running at 3440 by 1440, but it's being upscaled to that by the upscaler, and that's saving me some frame rate. That works really well. It also has a really good version of anti-aliasing. DLAA is much better than TAA for anti-aliasing. Much smoother image. Worth the $5. You found there. This isn't the armor you're looking for. No. I'm glad you found the armor you're looking for. So yeah, like here, I'm outside of Falkreath, and I'm looking towards the Dark Brotherhood. 47, 48, 45, 44. But if I'm looking up, well, still it's 54, 53. But if I'm looking, this is the part that's heavy. Let's look into Falkreath. Why are we... Is there a reason why we're going so slow? Are we over encumbered? No, we're not over encumbered. Okay, now we're not going slow. So yeah, this is the heavy area here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. 35, 34. That's pretty heavy. But I am running on ultra settings also. So we're going to try something here really quick. Oh, the Ingus armor. BDO Team Tal Pack. Okay. Yeah, that's the one that's got like, it's different on either breast, right? One is kind of a flowy looking thing and the other is kind of armor. So I'm sure I can get better than 34 frames a second. Jeff! What am I doing? I'm playing the new Wabbajack is up. So if you want a good starting point, get the Wabbajack. We need to... This is one issue that I found is when I load from the desktop. Oh, we're actually gonna quit out of this really quick. I want to change some settings. So, and then we're gonna come back. I did turn off hardware acceleration for a few things, so that may be messing with things also. But we're actually going to go into this and this, and we're gonna look at a few things here. Decals, display. So we're on borderless. Are we on borderless full screen? Let's go borderless windowed instead and see if we get a better frame rate. Yeah, you got to get ready for work, huh? Well, start the download. It's in the description. Um, it's on Mega, but it's 19.8 gigabytes. It's going to take a while. And then follow the instructions on installation. And that should throw it in there. And then you're gonna see exactly what I'm seeing here. It's gonna copy all of this. So the best way to figure out what's actually here is just go all mods, expand all. And then you can go through the entire list and see everything that I have installed. But this is running on the new one with the resource pack. Yeah, screwed up your Skyrim life. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. But yeah, here's all the mods basically. And it's a list, 1,351. And you're savvy enough to take care of it. Great opportunity for you to learn how to mod, synthesis, and the other tools. You'll have to download the other tools separately, but there are links in the instructions as to where to get them under recommended things to do. So, and then when you link them up here, you can go to edit and you can, like loot for me is installed in my P drive. So it says P program files, loot exe. I know you probably can't read that, but that's what that says right there. And that's what I did was I clicked on these three little dots and I went to this PC and I went to my program drive, my program files, which is right here. And then I went down here and I found, okay, program files, loot, and then I found the executable. Clicked on that and said open. Okay, and that put a link in MO2 to my loot. So I did the same thing for Rybash, for Nemesis, Creation Engine, for all of that. So that now when I come up here, all of those things, all of those tools are listed and they're running in MO2. So I can click on synthesis from here and run it from within MO2 and it'll be running in the virtual file structure. Although synthesis is located outside of my installation. It's in my P drive. And then once I pick the things that I wanted, and I put a list of the things that I use, then you just click run. And it'll put it in your overwrite. You make a mod out of it and drop it up here, you're done. It's pretty simple. What's up, Ghost Gaming? All right, so we wanted to change some settings, so we're actually going to go into our Beth INI. So how are you today, Ghost? And it is set up for widescreen 3440 by 1440, but I do go in the instructions, I go through how to change it to say 1080p 1920 by 1080 or whatever other resolution you want to do. So we're running borderless windowed. We do not have any anti-aliasing 3440 by 1440. We're going to say recommended tweaks. We're going to put this on high. We're going to see if we can get a better frame rate out of this thing. We do want the intro logos. Environment, we want to change this to 65. for the grass density. We have skin trees, dynamic trees, but there's only 120 rather than 200. That should help out with the VRAM usage also. Pardon me. Shadow resolution's at 2048. Turning off ambient occlusion. And we're going to turn off the lens flare, turn off the screen space reflections. Everything else looks good. We're going to change this back to 6,000 particles. How am I? I'm doing good. View distance we're going to leave right where it's at. Going to save this. So this is going to be on high settings rather than on the ultra settings. And you really won't notice a difference in game except for the extra frame rate. Make sure to change it in display tweaks since that overrides SkyPref's high and high. Yes. Well, the one in display tweaks, I believe, is commented out. So the reason we were getting a black screen was because the EMB file was corrupt, but I've changed that. I got rid of the old one that was corrupt and I put in the good one, the one that I rebuilt from a fresh download of Rudy's EMB. So basically I've only added in a couple of things to it. So you shouldn't have the fake ray tracing that's in there from Gervulture should not be part of it anymore. It should just be the new sun sprite, the new pre-pass that I put in there, shaders, and then Rudy's EMB, and then the changes I made to some of the weathers and point lighting, the changes that I made to that. So basically making Rudy's EMB work with the mods that I have installed in the Wabbajack. So there was, and I actually talked to Rudy and I talked to Ggunit about Lux lighting and the, because I was having trouble with, like, okay, nighttime on the road, passing a lantern and the light coming from the lantern. Yeah, you can get the new EMB. I changed that file. It's in the description also, so you can grab it right from there if you just need the EMB. But the lanterns weren't putting off enough light. You know, it wasn't realistic. So I actually talked to Ggunit about it, and he told me, well, that's a point lighting value. So that's the one you need to mess with, is the point lighting. So I went in there and messed with the point lighting until I got the light on the, you know, the lanterns at night to actually put a little spread on the ground, more realistic looking lighting for the, and it's because of the other mods I'm using, right, that are affecting lighting also, that I needed to tweak it. But yeah, thank you, Ggunit, for, you know, answering. Also, I helped Ggunit with some, some of the bridges are using assets that are not part of the vanilla assets, so they don't have any LOD. So I was looking at particularly a bridge that's out in front of Whiterun. It's in front of Honningbrew Meadery, that bridge right there, those two bridges. The canopy on it wasn't displaying until I got close within the 5 U-grids to load, and then it would just pop into view. And so I helped Ggunit by making some LOD textures for that, so that when you run Dynalot, it'll actually have a distant LOD for that canopy, and also for some of the scaffolding on the bridge that's right next to it. So things that happen behind the scenes that nobody knows about. But yeah, when I come across a problem like that, I'll talk to the mod author and go, hey man, this is what I did, you know, do you want these files? And he's like, yeah, sure, send me the files. So I sent the files to Ggunit, and I think he incorporated them in the latest version. So, which is really cool. That's how the community works, man. We all help each other out, and everybody gets a better game. It's crazy how much of a difference adding ENB, not only in general atmosphere, but objects like potions can make in the game. Yes. Yes. Just the reflections, complex parallax, grass collisions, complex grass lighting. Yeah, parallax is a big one. And reflections is a big one. Shadows is a big one too. So like detailed shadows under the leaves on the ground really give a lot of depth to the landscape, make it look 3D. Whereas in the vanilla game, it could never render that. It's a post-process shader. It's not part of the original game engine. So this is actually a picture I took using Jedi trees because that mushroom forest there is part of Jedi trees, which is unfortunately is no longer available. But that was something that Wine Dave did. He combined a bunch of different tree mods. And at the time that was really heavy. But I'll tell you what, Nature of the Wildlands is even heavier than Jedi Trees was. Because I've run both. And Ulenwald, the new Ulenwald, is heavier than both of those. I mean, those trees are designed for like Unreal Engine. Yeah, I agree. It makes it feel like a new game. So, okay, now we're pulling, yeah, 45, 44. Let's go to the really heavy area here. Well, first we gotta see if we can get our speed back. I don't know why we're not, oh, because we're carrying too much to be able to run. So it says we're over encumbered. But we're not over encumbered. Why do you think I'm over encumbered? Okay. So really that didn't make any difference at all. Changing the settings, which means to me that it's a draw call limit. So if I'm looking here and I look under it's not under profile, it's under statistics, I think. No, it's under profiler. So this is 11,000, 12,000 draw calls, which is pretty much over. And my GPU is only running at 61% usage. So the problem is it can't get the information fast enough. Both Ulenwald and Nature of the Wildlands. Well, if you're using the new Ulenwald and the new Nature of the Wildlands together, yeah, it's good. That's going to kill your frame rate. But if you're using the older version of Ulenwald and the older version of Nature of the Wildlands, I ran that for a while. That's actually a really nice combination. But my problem is I really like, so 37 frames a second. So we're almost at 40. But coming this way, our frame rate gets better. That is Barbus, isn't it?
Why did Vile kick you out?
Well, I guess you could say I got on his nerves. I tend to be the voice of reason, and he finds that irksome. He couldn't just kill me, you see. We're technically part of each other. But he was able to banish me from his domain. Of course, because of our separation, Vile is now much weaker. I guess he figured it was a small price to pay for not having to listen to me anymore.
All right, so what we want to do is we want to take the poor little doggy back to his master. But what I found is I have to save and reload in order to get the paraglider to work. I haven't figured that out yet, but just a good thing to know if you're going to try the Wabbajack, that if the paraglider is not working after you pick it up, save the game, load the game from within the game, and then the paraglider will work. Now, why that works, I have no idea. Like I said, haven't figured that out yet. But now you'll notice if I jump, I can get the paraglider. All right. So let's see which way we're going. We are going this way, which is the way we want to go. We need to go, you know, we should probably stop by Orphan Rock on the way. So let's head towards Helgen. We don't want to fast travel. I'm going to leave fast travel enabled, though we're not going to use it. And we're going to leave the frame rate going in the corner. You can see it's pulling about 18 gigs worth of VRAM. Until below 30. Well, that might be a VSync issue then. We've got a Minotaur fighting an ogre. Should we help him out? We'll help out the Minotaur. Then we'll take him out too.
Eternal silence.
The new Mortal Kombat. Okay, we've got some undead going on over there. Yeah, that's an ogre from Mahale. Horkerloaf, honeycomb. Honeycomb! Wasn't that a cereal? Yeah, Minotaur Horn. So, what's interesting about Random I Know? Did I miss that? Found out yesterday the lady that voice acts the female Nora's Sadia in Whiterun is also Wonder Woman. Yes, that's that would be Linda Carter, I believe, right? There's Fred. Poor Fred. Should we bury Fred? We should probably bury Fred. He's the reason we have a paraglider, so we're gonna give him a proper burial. That's a big rock. Do we have bad guys up here? Let's find out. Oh yeah. I really like Predator Vision. He went down. Okay, so that's not Linda Carter. That's a different...
You're no match for me.
That's the new Wonder Woman, not the original. I always wonder why they drop a pot. Oh, hey! That's it. We're coming to get you, buddy. Oh my gosh, he's just plucking arrows in me.
You're pathetic.
Where are you? Oh, you're down there?
Is that the best you've got?
Oh my gosh, we're gonna die.
You've already lost.
Oh yeah, stomp him. Nice. It was hard to find. I got firewood too. Forester. He had 2 bows. Are his guts hanging out? I would say his guts are hanging out. And are we over encumbered? Yeah, now we're over encumbered. So let's go into the staff. We're going to drop some stuff off. We're carrying a bunch of stuff we don't need anyway. So that'd be a good way to start off. We're going to go dump some stuff off. Now the Staff of Shalador will show up in your inventory right when you start the game. So it's a good little place to stash things. Use it if you want to. But it's a nice little player home to have from the get-go. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or that, or that, or that. We do want to read a few of these things. That is just a note to consider adoption. This is about Moss Mother Cavern. And try not to die. No, it's the Nico experience. The Nico experience is try not to die. I think we're playing on normal difficulty. So we haven't even jacked it up yet. I think we're on Adept. What do we got here? Bow of the Hunter. Don't need to carry that. We did pick up the For the Brotherhood daggers, but we're not using them. All of that looks pretty good. What do we got here? That's our cloak. Don't need the boots. That's our hood. Dual power. Okay, that's something in Chinese. How do I feel about Legacy of the Dragonborn? I don't like it. And I'll tell you why. Every single ruin I went into had stuff that was added by Legacy of the Dragonborn, dig sites, right? And it got a little redundant. They were everywhere. I could never get away from the dig sites. And then, I mean, Legacy of the Dragonborn it's Skyrim's biggest fetch quest. It's just a series of fetch quests that never ends, pretty much. To go, if you're a collector and you like to just go collect things, it's great. But to me, it became more of a burden. You know, like, oh, look, I found another piece. Let me go back to Solitude so I can go drop it off. You know, I really want to know what that does. I didn't want to put it in the chest. I wanted to put it on. So hopefully this won't crash my game, because this is definitely in Chinese. So let's see what this does. I don't know if it did anything. Magic. Active effects. We're hungry. Yeah, I don't see it here, so I don't know if it did anything. Well, yeah, if like I said, if you're a collector, it's probably the best collection mod that's out there. You know, if you like to run around and collect things, that's if that's your jam, then Legacy of the Dragonborn is your mod. You know, that would be your jam. Eagle feathers cure disease, along with hawk feathers. I don't think we need any of this other stuff, though. Although we do want the elf's ear. So let's see, elf's ear. We don't have any elf's ear. Well, that's a bummer. Let's get rid of the heavy bones. Elf's ear is what we pack in our pipe. We have some garbage, though, to get rid of. Oh, we have the lexicon. You must take it from me now. It must go back to Avangenzel. Yeah, same deal with followers. You know, all of the banter. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You know, bandits are cowards. Yeah, I saw that in your game. I was hanging out in your stream last night, at least for a while. We're looking for food to get rid of. How about the dog meat and the carp and the carrots? We can get rid of a couple of cheese wheels. We can get rid of the fresh meat because we don't need that anymore. We have 9 cheese wedges. How about we get rid of like 6 of those? 4 cheese wheels. Cheese wheels are heavy. They weigh 2. Horker loaf. Horse haunch. Don't want to eat the horse. Get rid of one of those. I am not going to eat the mammoth cheese. Downgrade for special edition. CK doesn't work. Huh. So it doesn't work for the CK? That's interesting. You're probably not missing anything. I didn't actually try it. But I assumed since they... Halgari fixed the one for the latest version of the game, downgrading, that he also fixed the one he made for the creation kit, but apparently not. There may be a way to download the old creation kit from Steam directly. Kind of like downloading archived files from Nexus. But I'd have to do some research into that. You don't need the creation kit. You can run the Wabbajack without it. It's just nice to have. I don't know if they updated it or not. Is it telling you the CK1 wasn't updated since 2022? Okay, well, here's the thing. Is it telling you you have the wrong version? What's the error that it's giving you? That's what I want to know. bucket, teapot. We have 29 firewood. That's pretty heavy too. Don't need the tongs. Let's get rid of the firewood. I'm going to get rid of 21 of them. Okay, what do we weigh now? 278. Well, with the creation kit, I would say you might have to wait until Halgari comes out with a patcher for it. I'm sure it's being worked on. But it's not required to run the Wabbajack. Just know that. Okay, we have 2 filled black grand soul gems. Let's do a little enchanting. And let's pick out something cool to enchant, like maybe our other dagger. System exception, can't patch, doesn't match the expected format. Now that's interesting because I don't think the format has changed. So are you sure you downloaded the correct thing? Wonder what we can put into armor. Nothing we want to put into armor. What about the underwear? Can't put anything in the underwear. What about the gloves? Carry weight. Archery. Archery's worthy. 18 more damage. We'll take it. It doesn't match the expected format. Yeah, that's really interesting because I don't think the format, you know, the version may have changed, but the format of the creation kit has not changed. Which patcher are you running? Are you running the patcher specifically for the creation kit? Or are you running the game patcher? You know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. I want to try this. I've never mounted a dragon skull on my wall before. So we're going to go grab some bones. Let's grab like 2 of them. And maybe a couple of scales. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Well, I might have linked the wrong one. It's possible. I do make mistakes, you know. Cool. Okay, I dig that. That's cool. So make sure you're getting the actual downgrade patcher for the creation kit. and not for the game. I may have, it's quite possible that it was late at night when I was writing that. I may have linked the wrong patcher. If it's telling you it's the wrong format, it's probably I linked the wrong patcher. So my apologies. And if that's the case, I will fix the README. Let me dump this stuff off. I'll go check the README really quick anyway. We're just going to dump some of this over in here. Dump this off, dump that off. Dump that off. We'll dump this stuff off. Get back down to fight and wait. 21 leather. Oh my gosh, that's pretty heavy. Alright, what else do we have that's heavy? Because we're 228. Potions. That's what else is heavy. Gotta go to sleep. Ah, no problem, Jeff. Sleep well. Have a good one. Well, like I said, if you get time, you may want to give the Wabbajack thing a try. It would be a good starting point for you, and then you can add and remove from there to rebuild your mod list, because I really miss watching you play. Your mod list is nothing short of incredible. All right, what are we doing? Potions. That's what we're doing. Get rid of that, get rid of that. We do have a filled long pipe, so that's good. We'll keep the cure disease. We'll keep those 5. Those are doing 50 points of health. Minor healing, those only do 25. We'll dump them. Those do 75. We only have 3 of them. We only have 3 of the ultimate, but we'll keep those also. 1 of those, we'll get rid of that. Dump the skooma, dump the sleeping tree, dump all this. Okay, now we're down to 208. That's pretty good for fight and wait. Let's go. And now it's dark. I think there's a bedroll over here. Oh, hey now.
Yeah! Yeah!
That it? God's your boy.
Oh, really? You're gonna kill me? Oh my gosh. Everybody drink. We died. What's up, Gears? All right, are we down to fight and wait again? We're at 228. What do we got? What are we carrying that's so heavy? Potions. Okay, so we need to go and redrop off the potions. No. No. Get up. And we need to wait until morning. What's up, John? Nice. I was having trouble with use those blankets, but as you can see, I got all that working. Yep, Gears messed you up. You almost got it. All right, let's dump this off, and then I want to check that. See if I put the wrong link there. All right, so we're going to throw a save right here. And then I'm going to check that link. So I'm going to check that link. Let's go here. And let's go to desktop. New resource pack, Skyrim. Okay, that's not what I want. Is it in the Wabbajack? Wabbajack stuff. Where is the RTF? By the way, if you open this up in WordPad, all of the links are actual links that you can click on. So it's the best way to read it. So we're looking for... Okay, so that's the best of both worlds downgrade patch. Creation kit from Steam. Downgrade patcher. Let's see what that pulls up. That pulls up patcher. Creation kit downgrade patcher. So that's the correct patcher. The new Steam Creation Kit back to the way it was from Bethesda. Last updated on the 28th of April or 25th of April, 2022. Says the file is the wrong format. This is either because you edited a game file or chose the wrong patcher. Verify files via Steam or try again is what it says. Is there only one? There's only one patcher file. It says 1.6438 to 1.573, but that would be the Steam version. So let's look at, well, I'm only going to have the old version. I'm not going to have the new version. But what I need you to do is I need you to go into your, well, it wouldn't be there. It would be here. Games, Steam, Steam apps, Common, Skyrim Special Edition. And then go over the Creation Kit, right click it, go to Properties. And then I need to know what version. So under Details, give me this version number here. Mine is 1.5.73, which means it's been downgraded. Okay, already. But you're looking, if it says 1.6.438, it'll downgrade to 1.5.73. Okay? But if it's giving you a different number than that, then I don't know what to do. That downgrade patcher won't work for it. But I'm thinking that that's... No more heart on the chat in your OBS. How did you get rid of that? Well, mine's on, I'm looking at the YouTube chat, so anyhow, you didn't change any of the files, did you? Is that what your creation kit says? Or what your game engine or game version says? Okay, we need a bigger weapon because this guy is going to be tough. I'm going to throw on some more armor too. So the new creation kit is 1.6.113.
I'll rearrange your face.
Okay, that's
I will crush your
a
skull soon
Minotaur.
enough.
I'm gonna put another one in you. How about another headshot? Nice. All right, that time we killed him. Switch back to the pig pokers. Okay, we've got a roan deer over there, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I understand that's your game version. I'm talking about the creation kit version. That's something different. Okay?
Are you prepared to die?
Can't wait to count out your coin. Time to die, hero.
Where's this other guy?
Son of a...
Yeah!
Any more? Anybody else want a limp? We got another one down here. Who's this? That's that roan deer.
Ha! Try that again. I dare you.
So yeah, the game executable is going to be different than the creation kit executable. I'm pretty sure you know this, but I'm just saying in case, you don't. But like I said, it'll
Draw attention.
it'll run without the creation kit.
Thought I heard something. You think I'm afraid of you?
Oh, that was a nice little flip move there.
You're outmatched.
Apparently I'm not outmatched. Well then, don't worry about the creation kit.
Ain't going back to prison. No, not
Low
possible.
profile.
I refuse.
Ha! Found you.
Hey, you found me all right. Are you sorry you found me? Cool, cool, cool. I hope it does too. Let me know. I want to know.
Meet your reckoning.
And thanks for being a beta tester.
No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're gonna die. So I'm still having a problem with the paraglider. Everybody drink. Wow, we're way over here again. Well, I saved it after we dumped everything off, so that's good. So before I go jumping off of buildings, I need to make sure that the paraglider is actually working. Okay, paraglider's working. What time is it? It's in the AM.
Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way.
Can we wait an hour? We're hungry and thirsty. No. I don't use Skyrim's Got Talent. That's Pine Watch.
I'll rearrange your fate.
I hear you.
Focus.
I'll shoot you when you're behind the tree. That's kind of cheating, but you know, okay, we'll take it.
Focus.
He's level 25, we'll take it. Give me back my arrow. Skyrim's Got Talent. It's a good mod. I don't know. I've never
Been itching
played it,
for this.
So we will take the leg of goat roast. Yeah, we'll take all that.
Ha! Found you.
Uh-oh, silver hand.
You truly believe you can kill me?
Split your belly
You are
like an old
deluded.
woman's curse.
Two down.
May you find peace. I'll grant you a worthy demise. You truly believe you can kill me? You are deluded.
Why are they not able to hit me? And I am not able to hit them. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I am
Definitely
able
not
to
my
hit them.
finest moment.
Silver hand. They're good for ingredients. Yeah, Jay Serpa makes good stuff. Really nice guy too. Like I said, one time he popped into the stream.
Meet your reckoning.
Khajiit wishes you dead.
Ha!
Oh no! We keep dying. Drink. I made one of the twin blade mods, yeah. I made Nico's twin blades. There's 3 twin blades that are included in it that are using assets from other mods that I had made. Like the one that she's carrying right now. This is using the Raven swords. I made the Raven twin blade. That's probably my favorite. I really like the one I made with Orcrist. Is also very nice. Um, and then the third one is Ireshot's favorite. Should be Threndwill. You're stuck in a tree, buddy. Here, we'll just run up on you and take you out. Come on. Oh, he almost took me out. And Titanic? Jurassic Park theme. And Titanic. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I've seen Ireshot do that. It's a dead red guard. Alright, we're going to put another save right here because we keep dying up here. And we're going to get a bigger weapon.
Like the bite of a flea.
Okay, so let's do this so we can see where these little farts are.
Ha! Tricky little contraption.
I'll rip your heart out.
Is that your best?
No! You'll pay.
Alright, that time we survived with a little help from our predator vision there. It's tough to see him, but kicking on predator vision helps. Because the sun's not up yet, right? So it's dark. Taking your rabbits, your pheasant. Bard hero. That was a skill book.
You want some air, don't you?
I know Fat always really liked become a bard. I don't know if he ever tried. Skyrim's Got Talent. Lots of bees. By the way, if you find the NPC is swinging short and not hitting you, hit impulse and precision. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's go to precision. Jump iframes. And what did you say? Hit impulse, huh? That's hit stop. Hit recoil. Hit impulse. So turn that off, you said, eh? Alright, we're going to give that a shot. And thank you very much. What's Sung? Or is that Surge? I can't read. My eyes are so terrible. Surge TT? I think that's what it says. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. There's always little tweaks and settings that I miss. We're going to put a save right here since we survived all that. Haven. Yes, that's Siri's voice. And if you're able to download the Wabbajack, Siri's voice should be in there. If you play a male character, Geralt's voice is in there, and Kratos. So you'll have a couple of choices for male voices.
Over here.
Over here. Where are you?
Quit running around in circles.
Think you can hurt me?
My friend.
No escape now.
Who was your friend, the skeever? Alright. Well, we'll take you all out that way. I made Bogasm, yes.
You'll regret crossing me, you coward.
Well, we are gonna
Guess it's that
get some
time
more
again.
enemies, so we'll go back. We'll go back to the pig pokers. We'll use short weapons. We want to loot these guys, though.
Guide me.
Oh no! I think they're on the other side of the wall, though. Maroon's Talon. Yeah, my favorite, there's a few that I like. The one I'm carrying right now, this is
You dare challenge me?
Mirkwood is one of my favorites. Rivendell is another one. And then I really like the Orcish bow that I made too. First few swings are good. Kind of hugging the sword. Well, I gotta find somebody with a great sword. This guy doesn't have a great sword. He's got a bow. And he's going to kill me. Oh my gosh, he almost did. Yeah, coffee, but we die a lot. Yeah, the game, I've got the game set, the difficulty
Surrender,
set, so
or
yeah,
don't. You're dead either way.
you really got to think about it because they can kill you pretty quick. And what's funny about this is the difficulty's not that high. What are we on? We're on Adept. And what level are we? We're level 22. And we're on Adept difficulty. And things are just moidalizing me. Okay, so we do have a paraglider. That's good. We have to make sure that we have a paraglider before we go just jumping off of things.
Picked a bad time to get lost.
Uh-oh, okay. Bigger weapon.
Damn you! Not quite.
2 down. Well, we blocked a couple of spells.
This ends now.
So the thing is, though, some of these... Let's see if this guy...
Your legacy will be as a mere...
Sorry, I don't want to die. You're not going to kill anybody. Some of these bandits are going to be higher level than I am. And that's because of OBIS, Organized Bandits. And they're going to be very diverse too. So if you're playing this Wabbajack, be aware that bandits aren't really, you know, pushovers anymore. You're going to have to fight. Alright, so, little small thing that does, it just oozes immersion. Console, in Bandit Chief, you might get one with a greatsword. Elder Gleam is another one I really enjoy. I like the, I used an actual picture of Claro Walnut for Elder Gleam. So I found an image of kind of a, I don't know, I would say it was a flame Claro Walnut. Really nice looking piece of wood, but that's what I used for the bow. Pro tip, don't die. Yep, that's the pro tip. She's still in combat. Why are you still in combat, girl? See the glowy tattoo on her eyeball? And her neck? She's still in combat. Can we leave combat? Okay, we just left combat. So no glowy tattoo. That's active overlays. It's the name of that mod. And you can set it up so that they only glow when you're in combat. The look of Elder Gleam? Yeah, I like the pearl inlay that I did on it. Is also really nice. Alright, so I don't know where Barbas went. But we need to go to Orphan Rock because we need to get Nettlebane. And then we're going to go take Barbas back to his master. I think we need to go around another hill here. It's Orphan Rock's up this way. Something having a battle up here. It's kind of a cheat with the crosshair that gets bigger. What do we got? We got a hag over there.
No mercy for you.
Put one right in her belly.
Your story ends.
And mine begins. Okay, so that was an ogre. Honeycomb. Take the food. What was this? Poor little fox. And then the hag. Alright, we're gonna go sneaking up
Into
on
the
him.
shadows.
And dun 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 dun. Can I pick him? Can I pick him? Should be able to pick him. It won't let me pick him? Oh yeah, it will. Okay, cool. Crawling through the grass. You know when you make the grass a little bit taller and you're in sneak mode? Yeah, that's you're kind of crawling right through the grass. Alright, where are the bad guys? Okay, we got one over there.
Is someone there?
Nope. Uh-oh. They're going to be coming after me. Hold still. Thank you. How about you? We got another one over here. Oh, she killed herself. Tempted to add Legacy of the Dragonborn. It will cause issues. There will be some overlap in Solitude that will need to be fixed. And there will be some overlap in other places where Legacy of the Dragonborn adds things to the world that are going to overlap some of the other mods I have installed because I didn't make patches for Legacy of the Dragonborn. Okay, so you're going to have problems if you install it. And you're going to have to fix your own problems on that because I don't run Legacy of the Dragonborn. Oh, we took them out. Okay, that is the wrong Nettlebane. That's an issue. So we're gonna do a little fix in here. Because that one is from oh, what's the name of that mod? What is the name of that? Northern Roads. Yeah.